All right. Hello and welcome. I'm Otis Landerholm. I'm the founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration A.P.C, where we fight for your American dream. And thank you so much for being with me here today. Today, I want to talk about the I-751. And really, it's like, how do you win an I-751 if you are in a toxic relationship? All right. And I hope that you're not in that type of relationship. But what do I mean by a toxic relationship? Look, if you and your spouse, which you've already won your green card through a marriage, now you're at the I-751 stage. If you and your spouse are not getting along, if your spouse is controlling you, if your spouse is abusive in any way, even like verbally or emotionally abusive, all right. Yesterday, I was on the phone with a woman that they are locking each other out of the house, right? Which is like not okay. That's not a healthy relationship. That is a toxic relationship. If you're in a toxic relationship and if you're at the I-751 stage, it can be very, very nerve-wracking because you've got to show immigration that you have a legitimate relationship. You've got to show immigration that your relationship was entered into in quote unquote good faith. And so how do you do that if your relationship is struggling, or if you really are like on your way out of that relationship and you need to file for divorce and you need to do what you need to do? Then my personal philosophy, and other lawyers might disagree with me, my personal philosophy is, hey, you do that. You live your life. If you need to file divorce, you file divorce. All right. If you need to, do what's right for yourself, for your kids, for your situation, you do what's right for your situation, and we can deal with the immigration piece afterwards. All right. But it's smart to think it through, because when you do an I-751, the key issue, all right, the key issue is that you entered your relationship in good faith, that it wasn't trying to evade U.S. immigration laws. You weren't just getting married to get a green card. You actually cared about each other at the time, on the date that you got married. And, in our office, we have and we have successfully handled situations where there was divorce, situations where there was abuse, situations where there was cruel behavior back and forth between one spouse and another, and at the I-751 stage, and get it successfully approved. The key is documenting it, all right? And so what I often recommend to people that are in that situation is, start a journal. If you feel like you can start a journal anyway, that's not gonna, if you have a spouse that's like invading your privacy and going to read everything that you write, and even if you put it someplace that you think is safe, they're gonna find it and it's gonna come back against you. One, you need to get out of that relationship, all right? Because that's not serving you, or it's not even serving the person who's being that way, in my opinion. But so one, get out of that relationship, and two, after you're out, then write down everything that has happened. All right, start taking a journal of every single thing, every threat, every piece of like, hey, I'm going to deport you if you, if you leave me. All right, statements like that, yeah, that's nonsense. Nobody can deport another person except for, ICE can try, right? But if you've got a good lawyer, like our office is very successful at fighting our cases. If you've got a good lawyer, not even ICE necessarily has the power to deport you. All right, they can only do it if a judge agrees and signs that order. And the whole point of hiring a lawyer to begin with is to maximize your chances of having a judge agree with you and not agree with ICE. All right. And so anyway, if you are in a relationship that's toxic, that's not serving you, if there's abuse, if there's control, if you feel like you're not able to be your full self, in your relationship, like, either have that direct conversation with your spouse and say, hey, this isn't working for me. And if you want it to continue to work, then I need to see this, and this change. Or if it's beyond that and it's just like complete, if you feel like you're the victim of abuse in a relationship, then get out of it. Get out of it, file divorce if you need to. And you can still win an I-751 even if you've divorced. All right, it is still possible. Yes, it's complicated. If you've already filed the I-751, we've got to go back and amend it typically. All right, and update it and include now the filing of the divorce and things like that. We've got to be straight up and honest and not trying to hide any of that stuff by the time we get to an I-751 interview. But I-751s take a long time, and lots of things can happen in a person's life while it's pending. And so if you're in that situation and if you want some help in how to navigate it, please feel free to give us a call. I'll put our number down here below our video. And yeah, I wish you the very best of luck. All right. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, please subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up here on YouTube. Yes, I-751s are possible to win, even if your relationship is not on the up and up. All right. So if your relationship ends, if you divorce, whatever, if you want to talk it through, call our office. I'd love to have a consultation. My team is very good at these types of complex relationship issues. And so give us a call. Give us a call. All right. Don't hesitate. And so, yeah, I hope this was helpful. Thanks so much for being with me. I'm Otis Landerholm, Landerholm Immigration, A.P.C, where we fight for your American dream. Thank you. Bye.